Hello students, I am here to discuss quick solutions of All India AIATS Test Series Medical 2019 for Test 15 code A and B, and I am here to discuss questions from Botany part. The test was held on 16th May 2019, so let us start with question 121. The question is, in C4 plants, C4 acid from mesophyll is broken down in the bundle sheath cells to release carbon dioxide, which results in increase in intracellular concentration of CO2. This ensures that Rubisco functions as. So as you can see here, we have four options and you have to mark the correct one with respect to the functioning of Rubisco enzyme. So let us start with option 1. Oxygenase and minimize carboxylase activity. Rubisco functions as carboxylase and minimizes its oxygenase activity. Rubisco functions as carboxylase as well as oxygenase, and option 4 is oxygenase and maximizes its carboxylase activity. So for this question, I have taken one picture from the NCERT, and as you can see here, but it is simply representing Hatch and Slack pathway, or also known as C4 pathway. Correct? It is simply representing the association of mesophyll cells and bundle sheath cells during the pathway, and we know that in mesophyll cells there is presence of enzyme peptidase, right? And in the bundle sheath cells there is presence of an enzyme Rubisco. But this Rubisco is known to be one of the most abundant enzyme. Also, it has active site for binding to carbon dioxide and oxygen. But you know what? It has much more affinity for binding with carbon dioxide. So as you can see in the question, what they have mentioned, C4 acid from mesophyll is broken down to release carbon dioxide. That results in increase in concentration of carbon dioxide in the bundle sheath cells. So more concentration of carbon dioxide makes this Rubisco enzyme to function as carboxylase. So it will function as carboxylase and minimizes its oxygenase activity. So for this question 121, the correct option will be second. Question 121, answer 2. Alright. Moving to question number 122. The question is, which of the given phenomena is responsible for opening of stomata? So starting with option 1, increased level of abscisic acid. So bache, this abscisic acid is also known as inhibitor hormone. It functions in the presence of carbon dioxide, right? So what it does, it basically inhibits the uptake of potassium ions. So if there is no uptake of potassium ions, then the osmotic concentration will get decreases, right? It will get decrease, and that will result into exosmosis. So the water will get out of the guard cells, that results in shrinkage of guard cells and leading to closing of the pore. So it is responsible for closing of stomata. So option 1 will be wrong. Coming to option 2, pumping of potassium ions into subsidiary cells. So we know subsidiary cells are the accessory cells that assist guard cells, right? So potassium ions will come from the subsidiary cells into the guard cells with the help of certain pumps. So this statement 2 is also incorrect. Moving to statement 3, pumping of potassium ions into the guard cells. So this is correct. Basically what happens, bache, pumping of potassium ions into the guard cells will allow their association with the malate ions, and collectively they will be known as potassium malate, right? So this potassium malate will further increase the osmotic concentration, right? That leads to end osmosis, right? And because of end osmosis, can I say these guard cells will swell, right? So swelling of guard cells leads to the opening of stomata, right? So this statement 3 is correct. But why the statement 4 is wrong? But a high concentration of CO2 into the guard cells. So this is false. The concentration of CO2 will increase, but in the substomatal cavities. So that is why this is wrong. Okay, during the night time, the CO2 will not be utilized for photosynthesis, so it will automatically, its concentration will get increases, but in the substomatal cavities. So can I say for question number 122, the correct option will be third. Answer 3. Alright, moving to the next question. Question number 123. Choose the correct match. Transpiration is useless for plants. So bache, this is false. Transpiration is useful for plants as it allows transport of minerals, and it also supply water that is required for photosynthesis, right? So this statement is false. Moving to option 2. Tensile strength, it is the ability of water to rise in thin tube. So bache, this is also wrong, because the ability of water to rise in thin tube, it is known as capillarity. It is known as capillarity. And what about the tensile strength? You can say that tensile strength, it is the strong mutual force of attraction seen in water molecules. Okay? Because of this force, mutual force of attraction, these water molecules remain attached together, right? And here this tensile strength can also be known as cohesive forces. Alright, so this statement is also incorrect. Option 2 is wrong. Moving to option 3. Pinus seeds, they cannot germinate without mycorrhiza. So what is mycorrhiza? Can I say mycorrhiza is obligatory mutualistic relationship between fungi and higher plants. So what is the significance of such association? Can I say it enhances the supply of water and minerals for the plant? But this is the mutualistic relationship. Can I say it will be beneficial for both the organism, for fungi as well as to the plant? And for pinus seeds, here you will see ectomycorrhizal condition. Here we have ectomycorrhiza. Alright, so this is correct here. Moving to the fourth option. Why it is wrong? But in the fourth option, they have mentioned root pressure accounts for majority of water transport in tall trees. Right? So, bache, we know that this root pressure is a modest push. You can say the magnitude of this modest push is around 1 to 8 atmosphere, and this much of pressure is sufficient for the rise up to 10 to 20 meters of height. So yes, root pressure is useful in the case of herbaceous plants. But if I talk about the water transport in tall trees, then can I say transpirational pull will be more beneficial, because it can allow the transport of water up to long distance, up to the tall height. So this is for transpirational pull. So for this reason, option 4 is wrong. For question number 123, the correct option will be third one. Question number 123, answer is option 3. Alright, question number 124 is, you have to fill the blanks. Dash came into India as a contaminant with imported dash and causes pollen allergy. So you can see we have to fill the blanks A and B. In option 1 we have Parthenium and wheat. In option 2 we have Chenopodium and maize. In option 3 we have Chenopodium and wheat. In option 4 we have Parthenium and maize. So bache, here the correct one will be option 1, Parthenium and wheat. Parthenium came into India as a contaminant. Parthenium is also known as carrot grass. It came into India with the imported wheat, and it is found to exterminate many herbs and shrubs species, and it is one of the major cause of pollen allergy. So for this question 124, the answer is option 1. Moving to question number 125, read the following statements and choose the correct option. Statement A is, the centrally located region of wood that comprises dead elements with highly lignified walls is called heartwood. Bache, the statement is true. The centrally located region of wood is called heartwood. Heart, due to its location, it is centrally located. Correct? But it is known to be non-functional, as it is not performing its prime function. What is the prime function of xylem? That is to conduct water. But due to the deposition of secondary metabolites like resins, tannins and aromatic compounds, it is unable to allow this conduction of water. That is why it is non-functional. But you know what? Due to deposition of these secondary metabolites, it is tough enough. It can provide mechanical support to the plant. But why I have written here non-functional? Because it is not performing its primary function. Alright, so the statement A is correct. Moving to statement B. Balloon-shaped structures formed in the lumen of vessels, they are known as tyloses. This is absolutely correct. But balloon-shaped structures that are formed in the lumen of vessels, they are tyloses. They make xylem non-functional, right? It is not conducting water. So the statement B is also right here. So can I say for question number 125, both the statements A and B are correct. Question number 125, answer is option 4. Alright, moving to question 126.